I still hear this word controversy in reference to the Plant Benavidez fight. And usually when you deal with controversy, it has to do with the changing of the outcome of the fight because of a mistake either by judging or by the referee. And but I've never heard a controversy because I didn't get to knock the guy down because of the referee did not break the fighters enough so that you would have the opportunity to knock the fighter down or knock the fighter out. But the thing that I want the fans to know is that I am the sole arbiter.
Amen.
I am the one that makes the decision on if it's a clinch or if it's a hold. And I'm duty bound by that in my work in the ring. So if you wanted more because you wanted to knock the guy out, you had 12 rounds to do it. Byrd?
Yeah. Well, here's the big thing, Kenny. Because I had that in the Mayweather-McGregor fight. Mayweather, every time he sees me, he says, "Yeah, you should have let me knock him out." And I said, "You did. He was just standing up."
Right.
You know?
Right.
So, but that was all good-natured. I don't know if this was particularly good-natured, the comments that they were saying. But what people have to understand, and I watched this fight, and I thought it was a pretty competitive fight up until about the 8th round.
Right.
And after that, I think that the tide, it was very competitive.
Yes.
But I think the tide began to turn. But what he's saying, what I understand he's saying is that you allowed this guy to hold too much, and if you hadn't done that, then I could have knocked him out. And frankly, what I think most of the audience doesn't understand is that there's a difference between holding and clinching or tying up.
Yes.
Now, holding, yeah, that's a foul if it's excessive. Clinching and tying up are legal. You can do that.
Yes.
It's a boxing strategy.
Yes, exactly. And when you look at the whole fight, and I've had to say this, Benavidez was doing some things too.
Isn't that always the case?
Yes, and I mean, he wasn't the perfect guy in the ring between the little minor stuff that he was doing, which I let go. I mean, I could have slowed it down to warnings and cautions, etc., but I didn't. I let him fight.
Because the fight has a certain flow.
Because the fight has a certain flow.
Yeah.
Exactly. So anyway, but again, I'm the sole arbiter. It's my call. The executive director at the end of the fight said to me, "You did a good job. It was a tough fight."
It was.
It was a tough fight. So let's don't cry over the little stuff.
Yeah.
You won the fight.
Yeah.
And I know when it comes to producers, they want to build the next fight. So if it looks good, if you knock him out here, so they probably was unhappy as well.
Yeah.
And again, the bottom line is you won the fight.
But here's the thing that's critical for me and crucial to me. If you are complaining about that, a fight has 12 rounds. And in those 12 rounds, if you think this is happening too much, a fight is about adjustments. So if you think that, then I'll give you a classic example. Years ago, I did a fight between Henry Maskey and Rocket Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
And Henry Maskey had a habit of grabbing and holding and clinching. And so what I did, after about 3 rounds, I was not going to give Henry Maskey what we call safe passage, allowing, coming in, breaking him out. So what I did was I said, punch or get out. And Rocker Johnny figured it out. He said, you know what? Ref ain't breaking us. So what he started doing was fighting inside.
Yes.
And that changed the whole tenor of the fight.
Right.
And Rocker Johnny and Maskey, now he had to fight.
Yes.
He had to make an adjustment.
Right.
He had to fight. And the German press, I couldn't read German, but what they told me was the German press said, finally, somebody made Maskey fight.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, if you don't like it, make the adjustment to change it.
Yes, exactly. And I'll tell you this. If he thought holding was an issue in that fight, I can show him some video that'll make his head spin.
Yeah.
As far as holding in a fight. So, yeah. Let's put it to rest, David, and continue on with your career.
There you go.
Because you got a bright career in front of you.
That's it.
And if you knock the person out or not, you have a bright career in front of you.
And the bottom line is adjust. Adjust. Make the adjustments.
Amen.